Welcome back to Stale Cupcakes, the podcast.
And by welcome back, we mean welcome to the third episode. Well,
What did you want to talk about today?
there's a lot of things that I want to talk about on this podcast. That's why we started this.
Right, like we have a lot of thoughts, but I mean,
I don't know if we
specifically
necessarily have a lot of thoughts.
I do.
I don't think that's true.
Yes, it is. I have a lot of thoughts about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Sounds like someone who doesn't know any
What?
thoughts about anything.
You're awfully cocky now that we started a podcast.
Well, because I think it's part of it. Like, you know how, like, have you ever seen those memes where it's like, what's a group of straight white men?
No.
A podcast.
Is that what we are? We're two straight white women.
Right. Well, so that's kind of embarrassing because we do kind of.
We have to cut that. Cut.
Cut.
Probably not going to cut that.
No.
So today we could talk about the reason we started this podcast.
I like that.
Which video games brought us together, even though we are sisters.
We're built-in friends. We have to be
Yeah.
friends, but like
You don't have to be friends with your siblings.
I mean, that's true, but
This is a long pause. Oh no. Did it stop recording because we were too funny? It did.
oh,
We
Well, I
were
think
too
we
loud
got
on the
too-
podcast, and GarageBand got mad.
it went. You guys are too funny
He
for
said,
your
"Shut
own
the
good.
fuck up. Shut up."
But anyway, that is kind of what like made us closer. You know, doing video games specifically way back in the day. Toontown.
Toontown is a great game that I would
Mhm.
love nothing more than to talk about.
Well, let's get into it. So,
Y'all get into it, I guess.
and I will get into it.
Okay, well, go ahead and explain.
So the reason that I loved Toontown is because back in the day when we were younger, we would sit at our desktop computer and play Toontown, but it was only one of us was allowed to play at a time. You remember that?
Yeah, because our grandparents bought it for us.
And so we only had one like big account, and we all had characters under that account.
Oh, yeah. And we all had different little houses and doodles. I do remember that. That was horrible because we had a couple people in this family that are a little bit...
Reckless.
Not reckless. They were selfish with their time on the computer.
That, yeah. Well, and I distinctly remember there would be a time where I would be playing my Toontown and be like, this is different. Like, something happened.
Yeah, you're
So-
like, wait a minute. I had like 16 blueberry pies. Why are there only 2?
Right. So I remember being like, okay, well, obviously one of these dickheads messed with my stuff.
Please don't call me a dickhead.
I didn't say it was you. I just said one of these dickheads.
Well,
you're one
that
of 3.
implies that I'm a dickhead.
Well, I never said your name.
But I am I'm your sister. Therefore, I am one of your dickhead friends.
So you're saying we're friends?
Yes, we're friends. Duh. I wouldn't start a podcast with someone I hate.
Okay.
This isn't frenemies.
Okay.
But I do think for anybody who doesn't know what Toontown is,
Yeah, we should
how
give
would
a little
it's like
background.
pretty much everyone's gone to Disneyland.
Yeah.
So Toontown's like a Disney game.
It's a Disney game, but I don't believe it's based off of Toontown in Disneyland.
Maybe we should have done some research before we started talking.
Yeah, we're uneducated, but that's okay.
But I do think Toontown is one of those things that it's this very weird game.
Well, so should we get into the lore of Toontown?
I would love for you to explain what that word means because my small brain doesn't know what lore means. All
Well-
I'm thinking about is the song Green Light by Lorde.
No, it's different from the song Green
Same
Light.
but different.
But so lore is basically like the universe, like the canon. So like if you were playing a game about, let me think, like if you were playing a game about like Harry Potter,
Oh.
you know?
Call back to the first episode where you say you weren't aggressive about Harry Potter, but you had friends text you saying that you weren't aggressive.
I did. I do have to make a correction to my statement. I am obsessed with Harry Potter.
Unhealthy.
Yeah, I need to correct that statement. So
Yeah.
in walking that back, an example is if like you had a video game based on Harry Potter, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like presumably you would have like the lore surrounding that with like you're all going to Hogwarts, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's like the lore of a Harry Potter game. So like lore of Toontown is you're a toon.
I'm a little dog.
Yeah, you're a little dog, you're a little cat, whatever you are, you're a toon.
Is this gonna make us sound like furries?
I don't
my God,
think
I
so.
think
We
it
never
is.
no, I don't think it No.
We just said that I'm a little dog.
But in a game, in a video game, jackass.
I'm a dog.
No, but so like the lore of Toontown is like you're an you're a furry.
We're a little furry.
I'm just gonna say you're a furry. And
No.
well,
I don't like where this has gone.
Well, okay, so let's backtrack because you're not a furry. Because really, isn't a furry someone who likes to dress up as an animal?
But are we not cosplaying as an animal in this game?
No, you're playing a video game as.
So okay, then the same statement could be made that if I'm playing Call of Duty, then I am in the Marines.
You're speaking to a future U.S.
Yeah.
Army soldier.
Shout out.
Shout out Vine. No, but no, what I mean is like it's different because like when you're playing Fortnite and you're playing as Groot.
I am Groot.
Okay, so then you're a furry, but I'm not.
But isn't that funny? Because you just didn't pick up that line from the movie.
No, I did. I was just gonna move past it.
That sucks. I hate when you don't acknowledge my jokes. I'm not a furry. Please to God, I am not a furry. Please. But Toontown.
Yeah, so you're.
Do you remember the trolley games?
Yes, so I'm getting into that.
It doesn't sound like you're getting into it.
I'm explaining the lore. It's
yeah,
important
get
to
into
know.
it.
So you're a toon, whatever. You're like living in Toontown, but these cogs come. And like they're basically like
I thought you were gonna say cock, even though I know the name of the game.
So these cogs come. Same thing, you know?
Same but different.
And they come and they're like, as I've gotten older, I learned that they're basically just business people. You know? And
they're you.
They're me.
Because you're gonna be a lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Like a lot of them are like lawyer jokes, like ambulance chasers, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so they're all coming to Toontown and they're basically trying to suck the fun.
They're finna give you that the
Glock 8000.
Oh no. But the cogs be like, I'm gonna suck the fun out of you. Oh my gosh.
It's me. I am.
That's the funniest thing you could have said right there. It is me. I am the cog. Well, you are a lawyer. So soon to be.
So yeah, but basically they're coming to
the
Toontown.
only way to pass the bar is to suck the life out of someone.
Oh my gosh. But so they're coming and they're like trying to suck the fun, whatever, blah blah blah, haha, penis jokes.
Nobody said it was a penis joke.
You did.
No. No, I didn't.
Roll the tapes.
There is no tapes. Tapes not found. Anyways, Toontown.
So they're coming, you know, they're making it not fun anymore. So the Toons are fighting back because they're resistance, you know, like Les Mis.
The piece de resistance.
Yeah, like the French Revolution, you know, they're fighting back.
Yep.
And because you know what that is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was a history major for a minute.
Okay. And so
you act like I'm the dumbest person you've ever met. Oh my God.
Well, you made a face like when I said French Revolution that you didn't know what I meant.
Well, it's not my favorite revolution.
Oh, okay. What is it?
I don't know. Maybe the American Revolution. Considering that's what we are. Yeah.
Moving on from...
I'm going to say something, Sam, that you're not going to like, but I think a lot of our podcasts are just you mansplaining things.
Mansplaining.
You're mansplaining this to me.
I'm trying to give context because if you come in...
How long have we been recording? Because Sam has just been trying to explain this stupid thing
because I keep
for
getting
7 minutes.
I keep getting interrupted.
Look up Toontown. How about that?
No.
Don't come to our podcast unprepared.
Okay. If Liz shuts up for 30 seconds, I can explain
it. Okay. Give it 5 seconds and then... It'll be
basically
at 10 minutes
you're a
even.
toon and you have all the
oh man, see, this is what happens when you're allowed to speak by yourself.
Okay.
I'm not cutting it. I'm in charge.
You have all of these gags where you throw them at the cogs and you eventually kill them, and your goal is to kill all these cogs, and there's different universes based on Disney characters, and you can go on a trolley to earn money to buy these gags. That's the lore. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to explain it for people because not everyone played Toontown obsessively.
Well, we play it as adults, so that's what we're trying to get to.
So we played it when we were kids. We started playing again, 2 years ago?
Yeah, something like that. We found it for free because it was getting shut down.
So it was shut down, yeah, and we found it through some bootleg. Well, not for Toontown, clearly, or The Sims.
For me, it is. I never got to play The Sims. Because you and Katie...
We don't need to go there.
No, this is my time to shine. No, we're going to talk about something that I'm mad about. So, growing up, you know how everybody got to play The Sims and enjoy, their perfect little lives and do whatever it was, like Motherlord?
You would never know.
Well, shut up.
You would never know.
Well, anyways, my lovely two older sisters refused to let me have the first disc, which is the only disc you really need to play that game, and download it because they didn't want me to have Sims. They would always give me like the expansion pack and be like, yeah, go ahead and play. You put that thing into your computer and guess what it says? You don't have the original Sims. You can't play with the expansion pack. I had to steal Katie's laptop to play The Sims. And by the time I would get on there, I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to get money. You guys suck.
Money by doing a job.
I would do that, but I wanted to do the
cheat
hack
code.
Yes, and I wanted to do that, but no one ever let me really play the game.
Well, clearly you knew what the hack was if you just said
I didn't know how to type it in.
Are you okay?
No, I'm mad about this.
I know you are. But
I missed out on a whole thing that people love because you and Katie thought it was funny.
And you know, Katie still plays that to this day.
Which is gross.
Why?
Well, it's gross to me because I never got to play.
Well, that's just you being a hater. But people are allowed to play games that you didn't play or didn't get to play.
Well, I'm mad because you guys excluded me from it.
Well, I'm sorry. And if you would like to play Sims,
it's too late.
No, we can get into that if you.
It's too late.
Okay, that's fine. But back to Toontown. I think we should move on from Toontown, considering you spent a lot of time barely trying to explain it. Fine, we can move on from Toontown, but
how does it make sense what's a character and what's not a character?
Kobe and I talked about this with Star Wars.
Oh God.
Because how do you have certain characters in Star Wars, like certain like beings who are like characters who are like, you know, have the possibility of being a character, whereas other like animals are like animals. Like I just don't understand like the distinction.
Well, doesn't that come from the fact that it's all like different universes?
Yeah.
So couldn't it be like, well, on this universe, bears don't speak.
Right. So
but Chewbacca's universe, they speak.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've never seen a single Star Wars and I stand. Sam, I swear to God, if you move that microphone away one more time like you just did.
I'm not allowed to move my head.
Hey guys, you know the last podcast we filmed that was like 30 minutes for you guys? It was 44 for us. What did we cut?
Me breathing.
Sam's fucking breathing because Sam does this. Does anyone want to hear that, Samantha?
No.
And also Sam was mumbling into her mic for so much of that.
Yeah, so we've edited how I'm holding it.
Bad at podcasting.
Yeah. Well, that and I just don't know how to function with technology and all that stuff. So I think we figured it out though. It's just I need to figure out how to also move my head while also moving the mic.
Which is not that hard. How do you drive a car?
Not very well.
Oh God. Oh my God. Call back.
But anyway,
what's the next game that we kind of played?
I guess the next thing we got into would have been Animal Crossing, right?
I would say so, but I think we're gonna skip Animal Crossing talking about right now just because we have something planned with that that we think you guys are gonna really enjoy. So I think we're gonna talk about Fortnite because that really sparked our like idea that we should be podcasters. So Fortnite is one of those games where it's like it's a battle royale. 100 people drop out of a bus, land in this island kind of situation. And it's like a Hunger Games, the best way to describe it.
Exactly.
If you've never played Fortnite, it's exactly like the Hunger Games. And it's kind of one of those things where 100 people start and only one person wins. Or if you're playing with a team or quads, it's 2 people win out of other groups, stuff like that.
But yeah, so we recently got into playing Fortnite often, and so I would come after work or after class and I just come sit in Liz's room while she played Fortnite and just kind of watch because I'm not really like good at video games like that. I'm more of like a calm, like Toontown, Animal Crossing. Those are my jam. Not like these like first person shooter, I guess.
Yeah, because I would say Fortnite is one of those games that you have to be very good about looking around while running forward, and Sam is not.
I don't have that skill, unfortunately, but I like watching and I understand the game, I would say.
Yeah, because I think at one point we just sat down and I was like, all right, Sam, I'm going to teach you everything about Fortnite. That way when we're playing, you can understand it at least. So Sam is really good at call outs. Yeah. Sam is not very good at playing controller in hand.
In theory, I'm excellent at Fortnite. If I knew how to move, like just move, period. How to aim, I would be God tier, S tier, you know?
And I will say that, like, you know, kind of moving away from Fortnite, but Smash is one of those games that Sam picked up really quick. Back on the Wii, you could just button mash your way through life, and you were able to be a god at Smash.
Yeah.
But on the Switch, it's really hard.
It takes a little more finesse. I started just button mashing, but when I figured out certain types of characters that I was good at, I ran with it. Like,
and who are you good at?
Kirby. And the big Kirby.
Who's Big Kirby?
You know.
King DDD?
Yes.
DDDDDD. I think the one thing about Smash, though, is you didn't like getting beat.
I hate it.
And especially playing against Mauricio in his house.
I'm very competitive, and I hate to lose.
I think that runs in the family.
We're all very competitive, but I hate to lose, and I don't like when I'm very obviously the weakest link.
In Smash, you can't hide if you're the weakest link or not.
No, you just get absolutely murdered.
No, you get 3 stocked. And then it's it. That's all you get to be. Do we want to talk about Animal Crossing?
Yeah, why not? I mean, so when the Switch Lite came out, well, you were the first person to have a Switch in our house.
Yeah, I had a Switch about, like 2-3 years ago.
A while ago.
I got it when it first came out, and for some reason, I hated it.
Yeah, you just couldn't get in. Well, because you got the big Switch first, and you thought it was too big, and you weren't going to use it.
I thought, no, that wasn't the issue. The issue was there weren't enough games that came out with it immediately. I wasn't a Zelda fan, and I wasn't a Zelda fan until this year. But it was one of those things where games were $60. I'm balling on a budget. Games weren't something I'm going to buy.
Right.
So, like, having Mario Kart, that's not fun to play by yourself.
Yeah, no, that's like a group thing.
I didn't have Smash. So Mauricio is the one that kind of put me on to Smash because his whole house plays that. What else did I have when I first got it?
Really
Mario Odyssey.
Oh, yeah, you had the Mario games.
That took me a week to beat.
Yeah, but other than that, you didn't really have that many games. And also, when it first came out, there just weren't that many games, period.
And I would say, like, that happens with every console. Like, I have the PlayStation.
Yeah, but I'm sure when more games come out, like, you'll be able to like find those and, you know, really appreciate the console. But with the Switch, so you got the Lite before all of us again, right?
Yeah, I asked for it for Christmas of a year ago because I wanted to be able to practice Smash so I could beat Mauricio.
So you had the Switch, and all of us were kind of like, oh, that's cool. Like, Liz will just play the Switch. And then when the quarantine started and the world kind of shut down, we're like, well, and Animal Crossing came out because...
Yeah, and I had never played Animal Crossing
Liz
before.
had never done Animal Crossing before. It was Katie and I who had played it when we were younger on the DS.
I didn't know it was a thing. And even Mauricio was like, oh, I'm going to buy Animal Crossing, and me and Shannon are going to play this like crazy. And I was like, what the fuck is Animal Crossing?
Yeah, it's the nostalgia factor, you know?
And that's what, like, the whole world was going crazy over Animal Crossing. And I just remember thinking, I don't really care.
Yeah, but, I mean, you quickly did, you know?
Oh my gosh. I became... okay. Sam got it first. Sam bought a Switch specifically to play Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
That was the one reason you bought it. And it was hard finding that Switch.
It was incredibly difficult. I think we went to... Actually, did I find it at the Target right by our house? I think I might have. And I just got lucky.
No, I think what happened was you wanted a different color.
That's right. I wanted the pink one.
Yeah. The pink one was the cutest. I had the light blue. Sam had gray.
I still have gray.
And then what does Mom have? Yellow?
She has the yellow one, which actually has really grown on me.
I don't like the yellow.
Yeah?
Yellow is not my favorite color.
No,
Reminds me of piss.
Well, I was just gonna say yellow for Mom on the Switch makes a lot of sense.
Well,
not because it looks like piss, but
you know what's really funny to me is that Mom will always like brag like, oh, I have the unique color Switch, and it's just like, Christine, it's yellow.
It's yellow. No, I like it though because it's very like bright and sunny, and I think that kind of matches like what
the brown-eyed girl
Switch for. Her brown-eyed girl.
But yeah, Animal Crossing was one of those games that I think Yeah, you got it first.
And I convinced you to get it because I was like, Liz, like, you need to get Animal Crossing. And you were like, nah, I don't know. Like, I never played it. Like, I don't get it. And I'm like, no, Liz, like, seriously. It's so fun. Like, I want someone to play with because I was like,
you were by yourself playing.
Yeah, I didn't have any like friends to go visit their islands and stuff like that. I think you had it
for a full week before I did.
And
I think I caved in because at this point I was working for your office.
That's right.
So I had a little bit of extra cash money to spend. So I bought it, and I remember thinking, okay, well, what the fuck do I do now? And Mauricio bought it soon, and then the big issue was you couldn't get to the other parts of your island.
Oh yeah, because you had to like have a pole vault or a ladder because this island comes like absolutely deserted. Like only 2 other souls there who don't do shit, by the way. Like you're the one who has nothing.
You have to pick out their housing.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I don't know where I want to live. What? How do you not know? It's an island. It's not that big.
Like, ma'am,
there are
weeds everywhere. There's a bunch of random trees. Oh, that's what it was too. The island you got, it came with one fruit that was like, is it the right word, native to that?
Yeah, native fruit to your island.
And so there's like a supremacy of like,
oh yeah, because I had apples, and that's like middle of the road, but Mom had peaches.
Oh god.
Ugh, you had what?
Peaches
pears?
were so beautiful. Yeah, pears were ugly.
The worst. Oh no, the worst is cherries.
The worst was oranges.
I disagree.
Who was that person that stole from you?
Oh, that fucker. He had, I don't know, but wasn't
it oranges? Because then Kobe got, what does Kobe have?
No, it was cherries.
It was cherries.
Because Kobe got cherry trees on his island, and I said, people who have cherry trees on their island don't deserve rights.
Wait,
and then
can we pause really quick? Okay, wait, I want to see if they can hear this. Gizmo was just digging. I want to see if that picks that up.
Welcome to Gizmo's Corner. Get it, Giz? Oh yeah.
Good job.
And she's sitting on her whole ass right now.
Good job, Gizzy. She's fucking that shit up.
Oh my gosh, that's
I'm
so
keeping
funny.
that in. Get it to it, Giz. That's gonna make no sense to anybody.
No.
You were keeping that in.
But yeah,
that.
Further along in because there's a stock market where you sell turnips, and I one day randomly got a really high price on my turnips. So I was like,
wait, we gotta backtrack. So cherries, number 1, worst.
Yes.
I think in my order it goes peaches, apples, pears and oranges are kind of interchangeable.
Yeah,
cherries are the worst.
I agree. Peaches for sure number 1. Cherries,
the most beautiful
for sure,
thing I've ever seen.
Worst. Everything else,
meh.
It's all interchangeable to me.
But kind of along that lines, you would go to different islands. Oh, you could get coconuts too, but that didn't necessarily sell for much.
No.
And it had to be planted in the sand, which makes sense, but it was still one of those things that
it limited it. Yeah. But yeah, like you basically built up this whole island. You like got a bunch of villagers to come, and
what was it? You got 9
or 10. I think it was 9 because then there were 10 people total on the island, including you. And you built,
I think maybe it was 10 because there was an odd number.
That's right. You built like a general store. You can open up a clothing store.
There's a museum. You didn't get an option in all of this, by the way.
Well, the clothing store isn't optional. Dad for the longest time did not,
and that's why his island wasn't 5 stars for the longest time.
That's true.
I think it's important to note that Tom Nooks was a thief.
He's a thief. Well, I'm sorry.
I didn't choose to live on that island.
No, I got put on a plane and I got sent to an island, and he said, "Oh, welcome to your island. Your moving fees
with no clothes,
nothing, not
ugly
even a
hairstyle."
Yeah.
Oh, you had to pay him for the phone.
And
it was rough.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, by the way, you owe me $5,000." I'm like, "I don't have a job."
And then every time, and by the way, the only way you could get your island to look more beautiful is if you kept spending money, which is called bells. But it was super frustrating because it was one of those things where it's like, I want my house to be 3 stories.
Yeah,
okay.
That's $1 million bells.
No, it was like 2.5 million.
Right. Oh, that was because that was the final expansion.
And that's what got me hooked on this game because I was obsessed with money, but not like my dad. My dad.
Oh my God. Your dad?
My dad.
My dad also.
But Mom got it next.
Yeah. And then
Dad got it
because mom got it, and
You were gonna say my mom.
I was. And then dad was making fun of her for playing the game so much because she was quickly obsessed, as you do with Animal Crossing.
Mind you, I was up until maybe 3 a.m. every night playing this game.
Yeah, it's addictive. It's crazy. It's like cute Minecraft. And so my dad was making fun of my mom, and I'm like, Mom, we should just get it for him because he'll love it too, you know. And so he got it, and at first his thing was fishing. He loved fishing on the game, and that's all he did. But then he discovered the stock market,
which, mind you, our dad is this very funny guy where he loves the simple things in life. And he is a money chaser in real life, as well as he loves fishing in real life.
Yeah.
And he did that exactly in the game.
Yeah. He was like, oh, there's a river, there's fish in that river, I'm doing that. I can create a fishing pole, get those fish, sell it for money. That's my perfect world.
Yep.
So,
and that's the only thing he would do for the longest time.
Yeah, until he discovered the stock market, where you buy turnips for a certain price and then you can sell them for a certain price, much like the stock market. And so he discovered that and was really into that. And he currently, to this day, he found out what the maximum amount of money you can have in the bank is, which I believe is $1 billion.
It's just shy of $1 billion. It's
like 999,999,999.
Yeah.
Like 999 million. And he's on the road to get $1 billion bells.
And I'm pretty sure he's really close.
I think he's like 50% of the way there, which is crazy.
Stopped playing recently.
Well, because we told him he had a problem.
No, that doesn't usually bother him, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think he just lost the drive.
Yeah. I will say Dad has gotten kicked out of multiple islands.
Yeah, because what a lot of people do is they'll post their island to be like, oh, my turnip price, they're selling for like 500 bells. And so people will go. And that's why I don't like cherry trees, because, by the way, I got on my island one time, like my price was like 500 something, and I was like, oh, word.
And people give you things to come sell on your island.
Yeah, like you're supposed to say like, oh, pay me like 10,000 bells, you can come and sell on my island, because when you do that you make like millions. So that, like, you might as well pay someone like 10,000 bells, 100,000 bells. It doesn't matter to you at that point, you know. And so I did that, and this dude, I had fenced off my entire island so that like other people couldn't come and like run around my island and like steal shit from me. And this dude found a hole in my fence and ran around and shook all my trees and stole all my fruit, but left the cherries, because he already had cherry trees on his freaking island.
Which is so funny. So funny. I'm sure that pissed you off, but it made me laugh.
I was so mad.
He just took your fruit.
All of it.
Well, what sucks about fruit trees is it takes forever for them to grow back.
Like actual real life days, unless you time travel like a cheater, like me.
Which is what we did.
Absolutely.
I think it's important to note that while this may not make sense to you, me and Sam were both incredibly proud that we had 5-star islands.
Oh, yeah.
I had on my small Switch before I got the big one, I had a 5-star island, and it meant the world to me. I'm very competitive, and I like perfect things. And my island was perfect for me.
Yeah, it really was. It was like very customized to like your exact like vibe and everything, you know? So
it was one of those things where every time I got something that made it look even cooler, I would ask everyone in the family to come see it.
She would invite us all to her island and do like a whole thing and like take us on a tours. Yeah. So she did that, and like, but yeah, my dad has been kicked off a bunch of people's islands because he'll go because they're selling turnips for a super high price, and he'll be like, oh, word. And he'll do multiple trips when they specifically say only one trip. And there was one time he went on an island and the dude blocked him in and said, no, Mike G. And so my dad simply turned around and left, but he was like, damn. She was not messing around.
Who was your favorite character in Animal Crossings?
I think one of my favorite characters.
Can you describe what they look like as well for our listeners?
Yeah. On a cuteness factor, it's Marina, because she is this super cute pink octopus.
Oh yeah.
And her house is so cute because on the inside it's all like pink chocolate themed, like it's very like whimsical, and she's just so sweet. Her personality type is normal, which I tend to like. I like those in Sisterly, because normal is just like you just get the most like variety like with conversations.
I hated
there.
Sisterly.
Really what did you like? Jocks?
I had a lot of jocks, but just because they looked kind of funny to me. But I think I did just like normal ones.
Yeah,
because my favorite one was normal.
Yeah, but like I really liked Sisterly because one of my starter villagers, Fuchsia, was Sisterly, and I really enjoyed her.
And that's why I didn't like them, because Diva was Sisterly. But my favorite one, her name is Sky.
Aw.
And she's beautiful to me.
She's so cute.
She's a light blue wolf who is just the nicest character. She was my first best friend on the island because you get that award. And for my birthday, because on your birthday they do like a real celebration,
yeah.
she was the one that was like, "Happy birthday, Liz." And I was like, how did they know that she is my best friend?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we have planned next is this Guess Who version, which the pictures of who we are going to be doing is on the Instagram, so you guys can kind of see, and if you want some context.
Yeah, you can follow along.
Yeah, and so I'm going to step out of the room.
Okay.
Sam is going to tell you guys who the person she picked is, and then she's going to step out of the room, and I'm going to tell you guys who I picked. And then we're going to go back and forth and guess possibly who it's going to be.
All right, so she's gone. I think she can still kind of hear me, so I'm going to talk kind of quiet. But the person I'm choosing is Diva, because this is Liz's absolute least favorite character. To describe her a little bit, she's a purple frog whose eyes are squarely on top of her head. A really good visual. I think this is one you need a visual for, but she wears this polka dot dress, and Liz just absolutely hates her. She's sisterly, and she's purple and has these like sideburn situations. So yeah, I'm gonna go get Liz, and she'll tell you guys who she picked.
Hi guys, this is me from far away. I haven't actually chosen who I want to talk about. Let me grab my earpiece. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of different choices I could possibly make right now. Let's see. Who's one Sam doesn't think I would pick? I'm gonna pick... Ooh, I should probably not scream. Sam's probably gonna hear it. I'm gonna pick Limburg. He's a cranky villager. He's a small mouse with a mustache. A 5 o'clock shadow. Okay, let me go get Sam. I'll be back. I almost threw up.
All right, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay.
I figured you'd start with the questions.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see.
Should we have a pen to like cross off who we eliminate?
No.
Okay.
You should just kind of be able to remember it.
I guess that's a fair point.
Does this person look like they would drive a sports car?
I think maybe depending on what kind of job they had.
That almost did nothing for me. Okay. I'm getting a pen. You want a pen?
Yeah, please.
Just highlighter or a purple pen?
I'll do purple pen. This is my pen.
Yes, it is. I am a thief. Thief in the night. Okay. We're going to have to cut a lot of this, huh?
Yeah, probably. I think it's more just like logistic cutting.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So
okay.
You said you...
I think maybe, but only if like they had like a job where they need a flashy car, you know, like they wouldn't do it on purpose. You good?
Yeah, I'll do this while you're doing that.
Okay. Does your person use reusable grocery bags?
No.
No?
No, not at all.
That kind of eliminated a lot for me, if I'm being honest.
Good. Would your person shop at Whole Foods?
Yes.
Okay. Can I ask something? Is Octavian... He doesn't look like he would shop at Whole Foods, huh?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
If your person looked me up and down, would I be self-conscious? Like, would I think they're about to roast me?
Maybe. It is possible that they would. Would your person say hi to me if I pass them on the street?
Yes. Does your person drive a sports car?
No.
No. I was very emphatic.
Do you think Zucker would say hi to me on the streets?
Zucker?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's very friendly.
Oh, okay. Can I take a guess who I think it is?
Sure.
Is it Sky?
No.
Damn it. Okay.
Does my person potentially work at a grocery store?
Yeah, but not as a bagger. He'd work as a janitor.
Oh, so it's a he.
It's a they.
Okay.
I actually don't know their gender.
Oh, okay. They'd work as a bagger, you said?
No, as the janitor.
Oh, I'm sorry, as the janitor. That didn't really give me.
Does mine participate in the e-girl trends?
Yes, absolutely.
Is it cherry?
No.
Damn it.
Oh, I see why you asked that. That's a good question. Would I be friends with this person?
No.
No.
Dude, I don't know who this could be. Is it Judy?
Mm-mm.
Damn. I'm just going to start guessing. Okay. Well,
you can ask another
is
question.
it Diva?
Yes.
You knew that would piss me off.
I know. That's exactly what I said. I said this one's going to really make Liz upset. Okay, well, let me start taking a guess.
Okay, start guessing.
Is it Coco?
Nope.
Is it Lindbergh?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I literally you can see, I put a circle next to him. And the reason I fucking picked Lindbergh to be on this list is because he's so ugly. Look at that beard.
You said Diva would say hi to me on the streets?
Yeah, and you wouldn't like it.
She would not say hi to me on the
Yes,
streets.
she would.
No, she wouldn't.
The reason you didn't like Diva
I lived with her.
Elizabeth, the reason you didn't like Diva is because she was too nice to you.
No, that's not why I didn't like her. She's ugly. She was ugly. She's an ugly frog.
But she still said hi to you. Remember all the times we would be on your island?
I tried to kick her out so much because
I
she was
know.
a founding character.
I know, but remember all the times we'd be on your island and she would like run up to you and try to like talk to you and you would be like, no, absolutely not.
Yes,
so,
because I hated her.
yeah, but so she would say hi to you on the street, but you would have nothing of it.
Well, everybody, that was it. That was our Guess Who game that we played. Yeah, please follow us on Spotify, on SoundCloud, on YouTube. We are very funny on Instagram. I'm very funny on the Instagram because I
don't be posting on that Instagram.
But yeah, if you guys have any topics that you would specifically want us to talk about, then please leave a comment. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hope you had fun. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye.